We've arrived in system about half an AU from the star, sir. Still no indication of what's causing the stellar decay. Detecting only gas giants in system, no signs of rocky planets other than the occasional moon for those Jovians. We're a little outside optimal range. We could probably get better resolution on sensors if we nudged a few kilometers closer. Let's move in closer, get some readings of the star, and see if we can figure this out.
Getting swamped with solar radiation. Try reducing the gain on your sensors.
Okay. Narrowing EM bands.
Initial results don't make any sense. The star's core reactions are failing, but it still has so much mass that it should be conducting fusion. It's as if it suddenly decided that it was no longer going to do hydrogen fusion, just heavier fusion processes.
Let's collect some stellar particles and see if we can find any clues with a more detailed analysis.
This kind of matter is ejected during corona events. We should be able to collect some with your ship's ram scopes if we head to one of the ejection zones.
We'll set up a plot of locations where we can take samples. Word. Easier to use the arrow keys.
Results are coming in now. This still isn't making any sense. It's as if the star's life cycle was suddenly accelerated somehow, but it never went through an expansion cycle. There's no good explanation for this yet. Maybe something else in the system caused it.
What if this phenomenon affected other bodies in the system as well?
If this is system-wide, we should find evidence of similar problems, with nuclear and chemical reactions in the system's gaseous bodies. There's a large amount of gaseous stellar matter further from the star. We should have no trouble checking that hypothesis.
Set a course for the next closest body in system. Will it be a spaghetti maker?
This is very strange. Usually nebulae are massive clouds between star systems. Finding a micronebula in system like this is quite rare. This may be the result of an event such as a cosmic string, shearing through a gas giant and turning it back into particulate matter. I'll need some more readings to know for certain.
Determine the best places to scan for information.
All the particulate matter will make your ship's sensors unreliable beyond a few kilometers, and shields will be offline. The best we'll be able to do is to check small areas until we get close to something unusual. We should head to where the deionized particle density is highest.
Switch up to short-range scanners. There's the waypoint. Reading deionized particles, icy fragments, trace amounts of inert materials, picking up some low-level distortion, possibly from impulse engines. Another ship may have been here recently. Keep searching. If there's another ship here, we should see if they know anything. This would make a good arena in Star Wolves. Or Everspace. Or whatever the game was in the start of Ender's Game that they had on tablets. Let's see here. That would be the waypoint. Readings indicate agitated particles and trace heat residual trail from an impulse engine. Reading energy surge, possibly something headed this way. Tholians, what are they doing this far? Okay, they are wanting some doom. They want the doom, they get the doom.
Core shield failing. Air shield failing. Fleet shield failing.
Data is coming in now. Nothing unusual coming in from the nebula, but those Tholian ships were quite far from home. Unfortunately, they can't give us answers. Looks like there's some heavy ionization on the far side of the nebula, though. As if it's receiving some kind of reflected radiation from one of the gas giants.
Set a course for that gas giant. There's a large asteroid ring around this gas giant, sir. We're reading a few metallic asteroids and some low-level radiation, maybe some additional clues, but nothing concrete. There's a lot of small debris moving at high speed here. Nothing we can't clear with our weapons, but we'll just need to make sure not to miss. Helm, stand by for evasive maneuvers. Set course for the largest radioactive asteroid of doom. So which one's radioactive? They should all be radioactive, right? This asteroid is mostly silicates, with a few small deposits of iron and magnesium. Nothing particularly special. Moving on to the next one. Let's see, the closest one is this. That'll rule of threes. It's going to be that one over there, right? Or it might just be the third one regardless. Oh, there's a fourth one. Never mind. So it's all just metallic asteroids. Probably something to be said there. Crap. We're needing to fire at things, won't we?
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Come on, get into my sights. Get out of my space. Yeah, let's hit these things. Scan this one now. Large amounts of nickel, some titanium, uranium, lots of silicon. Here's something interesting, sir. This asteroid's been excavated along one side. It looks like someone used a primitive mechanical probe to crack part of the asteroid and remove some of it. Low-grade warp signature, nothing sophisticated. Someone's been here, but probably not with the kind of technology that could explain the stellar problems. Let's get closer to the gas giant and see its moons and see if we can find any other clues. Alright, to the moon of doom. Over here. Alright, plotting an optimal location for scanning the gas giant and its moons should be on the display now. Scanning. This is interesting. We're picking up several moons around this gas giant. Some of them are habitable. Admiral, I'm picking up comm traffic. One of these moons is inhabited. Why didn't we pick this up outside the system? There are thousands of background signals in space, sir, many from civilizations we haven't encountered yet. Since a preliminary long-range scan of this system showed no M or L planets, it seemed that nobody thought that it would be inhabited. Our computers just classified these signals as ambient background until we were right on top of the transmitters. Universal Translator is updating now. Any signs of starships or bases? A few minor orbital facilities, significant industrial infrastructure, 8 billion inhabitants. Sir, I'm picking up a few low-power warp trails, nothing the size of a starship, maybe a handful of probes. There's evidence that we've come across an early warp-capable civilization here. Let's conduct a few more scans. If this is a warp-capable society, then when we make first contact, we don't want to seem hostile.
Greetings, unknown vessel. This is Administrator Kumaarke. Please provide identification.
This is Admiral Michael of the Imperial Starship Le Sabre Ardent. I represent the United Federations of Planets.
Welcome to Lukari. Visitors here are rare, but we're always gratified by the chance to meet and exchange information with travelers. I regret that you have arrived at a difficult time. You may have noticed that our home star has become unstable. I'm leading a project to try to reignite the star. Unfortunately, we've already suffered severe disruptions, and we have a lot of problems to tackle right now.
You've had visitors of other species? Or we've noticed a problem, let's say we've noticed a problem with your star. We came to investigate why this is happening.
These problems started only recently, just a few days ago. Our astronomers noted a significant shift in the star's output, and now it looks like it's guttering and dying. If we can't solve this problem, it's the end of our species. I'm the project leader for our solar probe team. We're going to try to restart fusion with a quantum chromodynamic accretion burst, but honestly, this is a colossal problem, and it may be beyond us.
You've had visitors of other species?
Yes, we've previously had contact with the Zenkethi and the Ferengi. We've heard a bit about the Teferi and the Breen, but they haven't ever been to our system. Our home world provides for all of our raw material needs, along with a few mining outposts around the asteroids and the gas giant. We've never had a compelling need to engage in space exploration. And now that our sun is going out, we're scrambling everything we've got to see if we can find a solution or a way to evacuate at least a few of our people.
On behalf of the United Federations of Planets, I extend greetings and hope for peace and mutual prosperity between our people.
I am honored to have the chance to make first contact with your people. My people have had little contact with other species, but that could change if we discover that we have mutual goals and interests. Of course, if our star goes out, this will also be last contact.
My ship is part of a larger fleet. We have advanced technology and we may be able to assist you.
We have a solar probe ready that contains the booster module that needs to be fired into the star. It's capable of warp 2. There's a problem, though. The probe's remote navigation systems don't work. All of the interference from the solar flaring and guttering is blocking the signal. Could your ship get a trajectory plot so that we could set a pre-programmed course?
Like point to star and fire? Sure, we'll look into it. We can use our astrometric computer to build a plot. Okay. Display trajectory plot. Elevation on the first point is bad, move it up. Angle on the second point is off, adjust to the right. Up and to the right. Okay. Point 1 should be at an elevation of 9850. It is at, so move first point down, or no, first point up. Okay, point 2 should, okay, second point right. So they're matching those. Okay, done adjusting those. Display them. Good elevation on first point is good. Angle on the second point is good. Yep, match numbers.
We're getting your telemetry now. I'll have my engineers prepare the probe. Let's see if this works.
We'll hold
Nothing
position.
to worry about, just the future of my planet.
Yay. We'll hold position for you to launch the probe of doom.
The probe's made it out of orbit.
Do we need to follow it? Right into the star? That could be crispy. There's trajectory point 1.
Engaging secondary boosters to head out of planetary range.
And hopefully that was accounted for. And warp 2, what would that be? Like 10 times light speed or something? The probe's engines are hitting full burn.
It's gone to warp.
Oh, it's just, was it impulse before then? So we're tracking
The probe is arriving at the solar corona. Deploying chromodynamic booster.
So 8 minutes from now we ought to see...
It didn't work.
Dang it, that sucks.
Repeat. It didn't work. That was our one shot.
You can't build another?
Thank you for trying to help. I'm not sure what to try next. Maybe we can evacuate a few people. I'm not going to give up. But the situation is grim. If your people can offer any other help, we would welcome it. But I just don't see a way to relocate 8 billion people in the next few hours.
Whoa, why only the next few hours? We're not necessarily out of solutions. We might still be able to find a way to reignite the star. Sir, an unknown vessel is entering the system. Small, but can't get a reading through its hull. Getting very strange readings from the ship. Can't read the interior at all. Hail new arrival.
My name is Caldano. Looks like I've arrived at the perfect time. I'm here to help with the problem with this star. I'm a scientist, and I have some specialized knowledge that can help.
Are you going to book 'em, Dano? It's nice to meet you, Cal. Your help will be appreciated.
With apologies for the interruption, this is my home star. My people are the ones at risk here. If you have some way to reverse this process, my people should be involved.
Agreed. Since no other solutions have presented themselves, we should at least hear them out.
All right, I'm willing to do so, but it will take me a little while to get a shuttle out there. As you might imagine, things are a little hectic over here right now.
Don't worry, we won't need a shuttle.
You won't be able to get a lock on my ship interior due to the subspace manifolds. I'll go ahead and bring you aboard.
Ready for transport. Yep, here we go. And the loading screen again. Caldano's ships. Is it another time traveler thing?
Welcome aboard. I'm Caldano.
Wonderful.
You moved me here without crossing the intervening space. You have quantum teleportation technology.
Yes. We call it a transporter. It has a limited range, but it's useful for going from surface to ship.
Impossible! This ship's interior is massive, even though it's no bigger than a shuttle.
My ship uses compactified subspace folds. It's bigger on the inside.
It's a TARDIS. Right now, though, we have bigger issues to handle. So here's another Doctor Who. And it's funny, the Lukari lady is the one with the British accent, while this dude has not quite a Boston accent. Something New England, though. Anyway, talk to Administrator Kumaarke.
This is all quite overwhelming. This Caldano person is another stranger from somewhere else?
Yes.
And you're here to help with our dying star?
Yep. We came here to investigate the star, and now we're involved.
Oh. Yes, I suppose I can see how a star suddenly dying might attract someone's attention.
Normally, my people are explorers, and we would open diplomatic relations to engage in first contact, but this isn't a normal situation.
It's an odd coincidence. We'd probably never have met if it weren't for the trouble with the star. My people have never really had any desire to go exploring out there. We've sent a few probes and met a couple of neighbors, but we're happy at home, and we have what we need, so why risk it? I guess
Why not?
this crisis answers that question. The galaxy is bigger than us, and to survive, we need to look past just our homeworld.
And more places to live, less crowding, and people whining and devaluing each other. Anyway, the United Federation of Planets makes exploration and peaceful contact with new species one of its primary missions. Only if they have warp drive already, though.
It sounds like you have a lot of experience in meeting other kinds of people. Maybe if we survive this, we can take the chance and learn more about each other. To talk about what we might have in common and what we have to offer.
I'm sure that my people will want to open relations. Your experience here will make your natural choice to participate in those discussions.
What can I do to help? My home is at risk. I want to do something. To be involved in solving this problem.
Let's see. The choices are the first one presenting itself is stay with me. You can see how we study and solve these problems. Stay with Caldano. This is his ship, so he can probably explain it best. Or wait here. It'll be safer and less risky. This is going to be a delicate process, so I don't know. This is probably the better one, I guess. Or she could just go wherever, I guess. So talk to Caldano. You're in a spacesuit, dude. What the heck?
Welcome to my ship. Don't be alarmed. This vessel is from the 31st century, and it has some technology you may not recognize yet.
Is it from Gallifrey?
I can assure you, though, that I'm here to help.
It's from Gallifrey, isn't it? That explains why I wasn't able to scan through your ship's hull, or how you're able to have technology that can repair a dying star.
Correct. I'm associated with the temporal division of... Well, let's just say that I'm an ally from the future, and I'm here to save the Lukari star.
Fun, you could have gone back a few years earlier, right? So, this involves changing the time stream? I have had about enough of that recently.
No, I'm trying to prevent changes. Someone's tampered with this star. It's not supposed to die out here. The Lukari don't disappear today, at least not if we have any say in it. I have some technology that can help, but we'll need to rework it in order to repair the star's fusion processes. What I need you to do is help me align this matrix to match the star's original spectrum.
Wonderful. Could you explain it in more detail?
This matrix can adjust quantum induction fields, but restarting stellar processes isn't its normal use. This task should be simple. Go to each console and adjust the intensity of each color spectrum in the mix. When you have the right mix, the matrix on the center console should match the original color of the star.
Wonderful.
I'll regulate the device's main power state from this console.
So we have only 2 consoles to go to, and we're supposed to match things. Let's see what we have to match. Adjust red spectrum. Okay, so current wavelength 850. So yeah, decreasing that down between those two, 620 and 750. It's alright. There's red anyway. Well, 650 is closer to actual red. Sir, while scanning, I got some data on Caldano, and it's a little surprising. He seems to be a hybrid of human and Vulcan, though with a small amount of DNA from the people of this world. Apparently, at some future date, these people, the Lukari, have a stronger tie with the rest of the galaxy. So he's not just protecting the planet, he's protecting his own ancestors from annihilation. This actually means he's probably more reliable. Let's finish repairing this star. Okay. Who knows? Maybe she's his great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother or something. Alright, so blue is like 305 nanometers, or no. Well, okay, 450 it says. So, decreasing wavelength. Alright, there we go. Alrighty.
Sounds like whoever tried to destabilize the Lukari stars decided to come knocking. Let's see. They're packing a real wallop. Shields just went down. We have incoming.
Weapons ready. Prepare to repel boarders. Alright, time for some doom. Awesome.
What are those things?
Tholians.
Folians, keep them away. I need to finish these computations.
Where the heck? Why is this not working? Come on! Why am I frozen?
I have the device shielded in a force field, but I can't deploy it until these Tholians are out of the way. Shields are back up! They shouldn't be able to get any more boarding parties over.
Switching to the shotgun. Why? Any more friends who need some Doom? Alright. So, here we go with Caldano again.
We've got a breather. Now I just have to charge the device and prepare it for use. In just a few minutes, it'll propagate a quantum wave shift that should correct the star's stalled fusion process. You should head back.
Okay, let's gather the free stuff first, though, so we can at least turn it to salvage or sell it or whatever. One of the Tholians was carrying a Livian beat. I don't know what the Livians are, but it's a beat. So they've got the beat, Yeah, they had the beat. And now we go back.
We've got a breather.
Yep, let's go. Free Doom for everybody. Just randomly walking while the transporter...
The device is charging. We should be just a few minutes away from repairing the star now.
Yay. Standing by.
Give us the talks, mutant.
What? How about no?
Just wonderful. Now the Tholians want my quantum phase inhibitor.
Here, you can have an EMP probe instead. Enjoy. Remember scrolling down occasionally helps.
You will surrender the talks you've had, or you will be destroyed.
How about you can all be destroyed? Forget that crap.
A little more time. Rejuvenate the star.
Face at the lower portion of this. Let's avoid being in that. Here, you like being stuck in places? How you like that? How you like that? You like people trapping you? Do you like that? Do you? Freaking spiders. Enjoy the crispy doom. Now it's just putting out some extraordinary fire levels. Well, I'm using digitized plasma beams, so presumably those also take a fair chunk of power. But yeah, restarting a star probably would be a fair chunk too. Come on, go crispy already, spiders. Spiders. Oh, not this crap again. Tholians. The joy of what is even this garbage. For goodness sake. Crap. Brought them together. Enjoy the doom.
Capacitors full. Firing in 3 seconds.
Yay.
Activating the rejuvenator.
Well, that seems crispy.
It's working! Look at the star. Check the spectral readings. The fusion process is reigniting, and it's returning to normal.
Yay. Readings are stabilizing. The shockwave should be barely noticeable by Lukari.
Some of those ships have just arrived at our home system. They're attacking our homeworld. We don't
that
have any
sucks.
way to repel starships like this. Please help us.
Don't worry, you're fine. The Sword of Fire's on its way. So bring some. Do 'em.
Please, you have to stop them. We don't have any warships or space weapons.
Yeah, I know. I got that. Don't worry, you're fine. Not get stuck in another orb weave thing again. Because that's a pain. Just got to not let them get me stuck. Yep, there they go again, making their crappy little orbs again. Yeah. Stop. Bunch of freaking bugs in space. You like the Borg. Here, how about you become Borg? There you go. Come on. Probably gonna be in an orb thing soon enough, so might want to save that.
Tholians have managed to get my ship in a web. I need your help.
Okay, chill out. You'll be fine. I mean, seriously, do you not have weaponry from the future, dude? I have weaponry from the past in this game, and I think I can take them. This has more wattage for reigniting a star rather than the other things, I guess, though. Somehow that's the thing. I mean, I think he could point his star-igniting laser right at them and it might help just a little bit. Maybe. Just maybe. You never know. Could work out. Just maybe. Oh, crispy already. Come on.
They've stolen my quantum phase inhibitor.
Dang it. Was that the Tox Utot thing or some crap? To rescue his ordeal of the quantum phase thing.
Thanks for the save, but the Tholians managed to steal the Tox Utot while they had my ship webbed. That must have been their plan all along. My data suggests that the Tholians used a trilithium warhead to destabilize the star. But the amount of resources needed to build such a weapon makes it inefficient, to say the least. No, I suspect that somehow they knew that I'd come here to save this star, and that I would bring the Tox Utot. Fortunately, the Lukari star is safe. However, nobody else will be as long as the Tholians have that device. They could use it to snuff out or destabilize stars anywhere they want.
We'll have to get it back from them somehow, but that means we have to figure out their next target.
I have some thoughts on that, but I will need to do some calculations. These events and the Tox Utot itself are tied up in the temporal Cold War. The Tholians may not care, but by using the Tox Utot, they risk distorting the timeline by wiping out civilizations that are supposed to survive into the future, such as the Lukari. I'll be in touch. At least now the Lukari will have a promising future.
Understood.
Caldano is correct. You have preserved our future. My people will be forever grateful, not to mention my personal gratitude, of course. I think we have a bright future ahead of us, if you'll forgive my play on words. I am eager to see where it leads. Thank you once again.
People will contact you again soon. We have many matters to discuss.
I wish I could ask you about your science, your trade, your society. Oh, I suppose there will be time for all of that now that our crisis has been averted. Won't there?
Yep. First contact with another species is one of our most important duties. Our initial meeting has shown promise for an exchange of culture and knowledge.
I think our friend the administrator here is going to need a ride home. Would you mind? If you'll pick her up and take her home, I'll start looking for more data about the Tholians' plans.
We'll rendezvous with you shortly. Alright, transport Administrator Kumaarke. And then we go back to the...
I have collected an amazing amount of information about what happened to this star. Thank you for bringing me along. Once we're back in Allied space, I'll take a shuttle home.
Alright. I don't remember who the Cardassian lady is, but that's cool, I guess. She was there at the start of this, I just don't remember, like I should have paid more attention. Anyway, transport Kumaarke back. Yeet, there you go, back to your moon. It seems that first contact with Lukari has gotten off to a reasonable start. Now we just have to hope that when the Tholians show up again with the Toxutot, we can stop them from doing anything disastrous. We're ready to leave the system on your orders, sir. Yep, let's go get out of here. Time for the yeeted chin spy! And the loading screen of ADHD Doom. And what reward will there be?
A first contact is a significant event for the Federation. We will be glad to open a dialogue with the Lukari people. Unfortunately, the loss of the Tox-Utot is troubling. We have some reports about this device from when Jean-Luc Picard encountered it on Ryza in 2366. And obviously, we can't let the Tholians keep a piece of future technology that can destabilize stars. We'll have to deal with that later.
Alright, and we have to choose one of the following. Wow, quantum phase torpedo that does 4,168.9 kinetic damage. Compared that to, well, these are Mark 15, but they do 9,244 kinetic damage. I don't know the base one for Mark 12 though. So this is double, well, this one's half of that. The quantum phase one's half of that, but at Mark 12 though. The quantum console thing here, let's see here, 20% phaser damage, not using phasers. Oh, quantum phase beam array. We wanted to farm it. I guess we could get all these things. 494 phaser damage compared to the plasma thing here. Let's see here. Well, this is an epic one. Well, I don't like that one. Nope. Okay. But here's 610 for not epic. That's annoying that I need to adjust some stats. Quantum phase, dual heavy cannons, dual beam bank, phaser turret. I mean, I guess let's get the console just in case I decide to use it at some point.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Yay, we got an upgrade to something. So we did an accomplishment thing, and let's see here.
The Tox-Utot has fallen into the hands of the Tholians. Our intelligence indicates increased Tholian activity in the Nakul system. Caldano believes they are trying to interfere with the Nakul in the present because of actions they will take in the future. Caldano has asked you to rendezvous with him in the Nakul system.
Alrighty, I guess we will. Okay, so that'll be next time. So this was Sunrise, so the next one's Stormbound. Anyway, take care and try and not go crazy.